Okay, guys. Yeah, it's Brain Cell What If. It's been a while, like 3 weeks or something, but yeah, I just remembered I had a YouTube channel, kind of forgot about it, and my schedule's completely fucked up, I know that. But I'll try to get a better schedule. But yeah, so to continue where we left off, I was like, it can't get any fucking better than this. As next thing you notice, next thing he notices, there's a glowing gem, and he goes to it and he sees it appear over his head. It's called a catalyst crystal. As he has no idea what this is, and he goes, "Hey, Momo," and Momo goes, "Yes, Sensei." As he says, "Can you make me a pickaxe?" As she makes him a pickaxe, he grabs the catalyst ore. Nothing unusual. They go a little further as again I'm gonna be pulling a lot from Bloodborne. Okay, I am recording. But yeah, as it's this kind of like village. If you've played Bloodborne, you know what I'm talking about. You know, where you start and all you hear is the zombies and infected people being like, "You, where are you? Away, away, you damn infections." As they're all creeped out. As everybody, when they kill these one creatures, everybody gets these blood vials. As they're like, as Aizawa says, "Okay, everybody grab a blood vial." As one monster gives one blood vial, so they have to kill how many ever people are there. I forget everybody in 1A, and I don't feel like freaking remembering it or whatever. As this giant goblin orc, like, not really. He just has lots of armor with a black hood on and a giant, like a fucking giant axe. And he's like 2 to 3 times bigger, like wider. Like he's like one Aizawa wide. As he comes charging in, everybody goes, "Enter the hunter's dream!" As Aizawa just disappears because he said, "Enter the hunter's dream," or anything that has to do with enter the dream, or like they don't know this yet, but all you have to say is a hunter's dream. But yeah, he says everybody enters the hunter's dream as he immediately disappears, and everybody's like, "Wait, what?" As Bakugo goes, "You damn extras, go to the hunter's dream while I blow up this guy." As he tries to blow him up, as he realizes, oh fuck, as the armor is magical, and he fucking dodges out of the way of the axe and goes, "Well, fuck this, I ain't fighting this. Hunter's dream, let me into the hunter's dream, you bastard," or whatever. As everybody says that as they disappear, as they all see this, like, this house with a forest, kind of, and it's like, there's these creepy white things that you see, but they're not doing anything. They're just looking and waving towards them, as in like trying to grab them. And they all go into the house as they see a man in a wheelchair, and Bakugo goes, "Who the fuck are you?" As Gurman or whatever his name is goes, "Wait a minute, you are not hunters. Why are you here?" As Aizawa says, we were summoned as heroes." As he goes, "Oh, you a hero. You protect the outside world." As everybody's like, "Outside world?" And he goes, "Yes, the outside world. The world that I and you are in right now is the hunter's dream. And those monsters out there are also part of the hunter's dream. But you aren't hunters, so you have no protection against them. The blood of the old blood. As nobody knows what he's talking about, and he goes, your vials. You'll know when you get to the hunter's dream, when you see grotesque creatures that you could only imagine. They're human, but not human. They're disformed, but not disformed. They're everywhere, but nowhere. You, sir. As he points to Aizawa while he's still in his wheelchair, as he goes, you, sir, have the mentality of a hunter. Maybe you'll gain the title soon enough. As they all just disappear. And he's like, and they all find themselves at a dungeon, at their dungeon, but you know, the floor is different. It kind of looks like the town they were in from Bloodborne, but also not at the same time. Less Victorian and more European. And and everybody's like, well, what the fuck was that? And as Todoroki's like, As Todoroki's coming up with all these theories and shit, as we go back to, what's her name? What's their name? Oh yeah, Midoriya and Sue. As it's been a while, like we just time skip a couple months, right? And Deku's just like, oh, why is this dungeon so fucking weird? Like, first we fight ants, and then we beat the ants on the floor, and then next on the floor, fucking spiders. We beat the spiders, then giant ants, then after giant ants, giant wasps, then giant wasps, giant spiders. Why couldn't there just been wasps in the middle between the spiders and the ants? But whatever. And then, you know, we go to the next level. We're fighting fucking robots. How the fuck are robots down here? They disappear like they're organic, but they're not. And then fucking dragons. As Sue's just hearing this man go off, and he's like, seriously, like, my brother in Christ, you are the Dragonborn, what the fuck? As, if you know that reference, you know, Russian Badger, you know, but they're like, Sue's like, it's all good, Midoriya, it's getting easier, and he goes, yeah, whatever. You can use your levitation, unlike me, I can't use my summon, as he's just depressed, and Sugo says, I have never actually played an RPG, but can't summoners usually summon the creatures they defeated? As Izuku just looks at her, and he goes, why the fuck did I not think of that? as Sue, like, shrugs her shoulder and goes, I don't know. As there's no enemies on this floor, so they go back down, as there's no enemies anywhere, and he goes, great. As Sue says, what? As he goes, when there's no enemies, it usually means a fucking boss floor. As he emphasizes the boss word. As Sue says, well, let's just find the boss. As Izuku goes, better not be a fucking weirdo. As when they get to the boss room, they see 7 snake heads. As Izuku goes, snakes. First we fight dragons, then snakes. What is this progression level shit? How are snakes higher level than fucking dragons? As Sue's just thinking to herself, Midoriya is either going crazy or I'm going crazy, because I'm starting to see a point. As they open the door, as he sees nothing, and he goes, as then the boss shows up, and he goes, well, fucking great. I guess snakes would be preferable to a fucking Hydra. As there's this multi-headed Hydra that slithers on the ground, and he goes, "Fuck me." As immediately as he says "fuck me," the Hydra bites him, and he goes, I didn't mean literally. As he used some of his new skills that he obtains, for some fucking reason, he found a threaded cane. It's a cane, it's a cane that goes into a whip. Ow, fuck! If you've seen Bloodborne, you know what I'm talking about. As on his back, he also has a sword that kind of looks, medieval, but has no sheath. Yeah, let's just say that for, foreshadowing. As he uses his threaded cane to keep the monster at a distance, as Sue's using her telekinesis. As you hear Knowledge say, excuse me, as Sue says, "I don't really have time for this, Knowledge," as Knowledge says, "I think you would, like to hear this," as she goes, "What?" And she goes, your unique skill, advance or legendary, telekinesis or whatever, yeah. It's evolved," as she goes, "just tell me quickly," as she goes, "gravity manipulation," and she thinks to herself, Izuku might have been right. What the fuck is this leveling system? It's so stupid. Like, how do you go from telekinesis? Like, I get matter, like pushing and pulling and telekinesis, like maybe stronger or, more accuracy, but how do you get that to gravitational? And I don't care what people say, I'm making Sue into this person. I don't care that she's supposed to be a frog. I don't care. But yeah, let's get back to it. As, she uses her gravity manipulation to just crush the Hydra. As Deku is like super, super injured. As, they say their class and their levels, but they don't really give an indication to each other of their MP or mana and HP. But Izuku passes out as Sue drags him, like, "No, Deku! No, Izuku! Because, nobody really calls him Deku yet. Oh wait, no, I think, yeah, let's just, okay. I don't care if this happened or not. We're just gonna say that fucking Baku called him Deku once, okay? And then everybody just thought his name was Deku because they don't pay attention to him. As Midoriya wakes up in this bed and goes, "Oh, what the fuck? Where am I?" Sue, as he jumps up, as he grabs something soft, and he goes, "Oh no. I know this cliche. Fuck." As he looks down, he sees, "Yep, I was right. Why is Sue in the bed naked with me? Why am I naked? And why am I still grabbing her tit?" As Sue wakes up, as Izuku goes, "Sue, I swear, it's not what it looks like. I'm sorry. As he tries not to get hit, Sue just looks at him and was like, Midoriya, Deku, why are you freaking out, or whatever? I'm just gonna interchange by calling him Izuku, Deku, or Midoriya, whichever one I fucking remember." As he says, "You're not gonna hit me?" And she goes, "Why would I hit you?" As he goes, "I grabbed your tit." As she goes, "Well, I'm the one who jumped in the bed naked, and also, we've been surviving in this dungeon for a couple months. So I think we're at a point where, as Izuku goes like, "Are you saying you have a crush on me?" As she gets a blush, and he goes, "Fuck." In his head, he goes, "Fuck, nailed it." As he's kind of proud of himself, because he's never had this reaction on a girl. But yeah, we're gonna do a couple year time skip, right? Because it's just gonna be a fucking overpowered Deku. As Deku finally comes out, and like they make shit and stuff like that. They make armor, kind of, like, clothes that act as armor, but aren't armor. Like magical clothing. That's what I'm looking for. Magical weapons, yada yada yada, yada 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 yada. Sue has bracelets and shit that enhance her shit. I'm trying to think of the other fucking Bloodborne weapons that I could give to Sue. Fuck. What's one of the Bloodborne? Anyways, I'll figure it out one of these days. As Izuku and Asui come out of the dungeon as they're in this canyon. As Izuku has this ring that lets him, because he has a portable inventory, but that can't hold anything bigger than what he can hold. So he can only hold shit that can fit in both of his hands. So like a bucket full of dirt, a bucket full of water, yada yada yada. But he has this ring where he made this teleportation circle where it's kind of like an inventory, but he can fit anything into it. So he produces this bike as in this 1 year time skip. Sue and Deku have already like done the deed as Izuku asked, knowledge, which is now turned into word, or not knowledge, sorry, comprehension, as comprehension has, made Izuku, because they found out that that knowledge, when evolved into comprehension has a limited but super scary accurate ability to subtly change Izuku. Like, he could change his entire face, but it would take like a week. So it's not something super big, but not something super small. But yeah, he asked knowledge to make him infertile, not able to have kids, as he asked knowledge all of the stuff about, kids and shit. So he knows that even if knowledge gets ripped out of him, that once it gets ripped out of him, he, like, if he ever loses the skill, he will become fertile again. So he doesn't have to worry about complete infertility, but he also doesn't have to worry about, knocking Sue up. So yeah. But we're gonna leave off with the image of them riding, and the tiger kind of like in ethereal form looking at him as she sees the other unique 7 summons that he defeated and captured. And again, the sword on his back that might have the moon in the name of Bloodborne. So if you play Bloodborne, you might be able to get it. Also, it's part of the DLC of Bloodborne, so if you do your research to find out what's going to happen in the future parts, you'll find out what that blade does. But if you play Bloodborne and you play the DLC, you're going to know what that sword does, and that sword is fucking epic. And also, the 7 unique summons are going to be a secret. And I'm going to give a little hint to the future that the divine summons, because unique summons are stronger than, common summons, and common summons, like, okay, so it goes common summons, which Deku doesn't really have because he was in the level 5 dungeon where he can't really recruit any common monsters. Then there's uncommon, rare, unique, legendary, and then there are divine summons. And divine summons, there are only 4 divine summons in the whole world. And we can all guess who's going to get all 4. But yeah, that's going to be it for part 3. I hope you all had a great, whatever. I hope you all had a great read. I'm probably going to take a break from this. Like, I'm going to publish this because I saw you guys' messages, but I'm going to take a break. And when the break is done, like, I'm going to take a break, so I'm going to make a different part, because I really wanted to follow the, like, I like making my own worlds, but I kind of want to follow the My Hero Academia world once or twice, maybe. But, yeah, I want to make a very, very in-depth My Hero Academia, where the time skips are very, very minimum. So I'm going to have to fucking, look, because I want to make the My Hero Academia, in-depth, what if, as, like, I want to, all the time skips that they do in the anime, I want to actually make and put, detail in that. So if you want to see that, like, really quick, get this to 10, 10 likes, and I'll make that part as soon as possible. But if it doesn't get 10 likes, I'll be looking at it more often. So as soon as it gets 10 likes, I'll start making it, and I'll put it in my community tab that I'm starting it. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing my community tab, but I wouldn't expect anything big from it, just like updates. So see you all, and hope you've all had, I hope you all like the story that I've created and the stories that I'm trying to create. But have a great day.